Hi everyone, we're taking a look at the WorshipTools Charts app today, and if you're unfamiliar with WorshipTools, we offer a suite of 4 apps, all designed to help in different areas of ministry. Presenter is our service presentation app, Planning is for service planning and volunteer scheduling, Community is a church database management system, and Charts is a digital song library and music stand app for the worship team. With WorshipTools Charts, as long as you have your phone, laptop, or tablet, you can access your lyrics, chord charts, sheet music, and service set lists from anywhere at any time. You can also gather materials from a variety of sources such as CCLI Song Select, Loop Community Chord Charts, Custom Chord Pro, and more. Charts is great for both solo worship leaders and for worship teams. For example, the worship leader can put together a set list and the rest of the team would simply sign in, pull up the service, and start playing. If you need to start adding people to your WorshipTools account, you can do that on the People page in the WorshipTools Planning app. Charts can be downloaded on Apple and Android mobile devices, but we also have a web version that you can access at charts.worshiптools.com from any device with a web browser. I'll actually be demonstrating on the web version today so that you can see my mouse, but you can definitely follow along if you have access to the mobile version. Let's go ahead and open up the program. This is your Charts dashboard or home screen, and in the top left corner is your name and your church's account name. Over on the right, these 3 dots open up some options like accessing your song library, changing accounts, etc. This is where you can view songs from your library without adding them to a specific service first. Back on the dashboard, your upcoming services are services that you have been invited to serve on or have accepted a role to serve on. Upcoming services is just a general list of all the upcoming services on this account, regardless of whether you're scheduled or not. Depending on your user permission level, you may or may not see this section at all. For example, if you're a scheduled viewer, you wouldn't see any services here unless you were invited to them. To view more services, including ones that have already passed, click See All, and to create new services, you can click New. When creating a new service, you'll fill out the date and time, service type, name of the service if you'd like, and save. When you click Save, the service gets loaded and you're ready to start adding your songs. To open up your service set list, you'll click this hamburger icon. From here, this arrow takes you back to a list of all your upcoming services if you need to switch to a different service. You can also hit this Home button to go back all the way to the dashboard. Now, instead of opening the June 9th service that I just created, I'm actually going to open the June 2nd service, which I created in the Planning app prior to recording this video. Just to give you a quick look at the difference between the service in Planning and in Charts, I'm going to open the Planning service. And here you'll notice that the entire service order is listed, including any announcements, songs, scriptures, etc. Back in Charts, the worship team will only see the song items, just to keep everything clutter-free and organized for them as they're playing through the service. To add a new song to this open service, we'll click Add Song. On this window, there are various sources to add songs from. Depending on what resources your church has access to, you can gather materials into Charts accordingly. For example, if your church is licensed with CCLI and has a Song Select Advanced subscription, you'll be able to access Song Select lyrics, chords, and lead sheets right here in the Charts app. There's also this option to create a new song manually, which you might do if your church writes original songs that aren't available on those other resources, or you just don't have access to any of those other resources. Now, to add a song to the set list, we first need to decide what source we're going to choose from, or if we're going to create the song manually. A lot of our users like to use CCLI Song Select, so I'm going to use that for the demonstration. If I know the exact title that I'm looking for, I can go ahead and type it into the search fields and select it from the list of results. But if you need some inspiration, you can also peruse the different lists that CCLI has put together. When you're in a list, just hit this Go Back button to get back to the main page. For this demonstration, I'm going to search "'Tis So Sweet," and these are the matching results from the Song Select database. I'll find the one that I'm looking for and I'll click on it to add it to my service as my 4th song. Now let's take a moment to look at the service panel. Up at the top we have the date and service type of the service that we're currently working on. Below that, the reorder option is going to let you rearrange the set list or delete songs. Edit is for editing the details of the service itself, like the service time or service type. And there are options for sharing and printing as well. Down below, we have your name and the account name, as well as settings and connection options, which we'll go over later. To the right of the service panel, you have the chord chart for the new song that we added. It's currently grayed out a little bit because we're looking at the service set list, but if you click on it, you'll be able to see it better. From this screen, if you're on the web version, you'll click these arrows to turn pages or use your left and right arrow keys. If you're on a mobile device, you'll swipe your finger left or right across the page or tap the very left and right edges of the screen. At the top of every song, you'll see the song title, and if you click on it, it opens a drop-down of various settings for the song. Here you can change to another source, change your viewing format, modify the key, tempo, chart format, etc. To access all your sources for this song, you'll tap on the current source. Now, since I just imported this song from SongSelect is the only source available for me to choose from. But I do have access to all the SongSelect lyrics, chords, lead, and vocal sheets for this song. This comes in really handy if you have team members who prefer to read different types of materials. The source is an independent setting, so your vocalist can view the lead sheet on their device while the guitarist views the chord chart on theirs. For each user, the last source that they viewed for a given song becomes their default option for that song. To add more sources to a song, you can click this Add button and choose from the various options listed here. If you add a Chord Pro source, you will have Chord Pro lyrics and chords as well as the SongSelect lyrics and chords here. The important thing to note is that the Chord Pro source is your saved copy of the chords with any edits that you may have made. The SongSelect chords are SongSelect's original unedited copy of the chords directly from their website. Let's move on and go back to our song settings. A quick note here, key and capo basically do the same thing, but key is a team-wide setting, meaning it will change the key for everybody on the team. Capo is an independent setting and won't affect other people on your team, but when applying the capo, you'll want to think backwards. So for example, to raise the key by 2 half steps, you're actually going to apply a capo of 10 instead of 2. From this dropdown, you can also access the Chord Pro editor by clicking Edit Song and then Edit Chord Pro. We're now entering Chord Pro territory, and I'm not going to dive too deep into Chord Pro in this video because we do have a video specifically about Chord Pro as well as some helpful articles. You can find all these resources in the support section of our website. For now, I'll just provide a high-level overview of Chord Pro. Chord Pro is a special type of chord formatting that makes it really easy to customize your chord charts, apply quick key changes, make custom arrangements, select from various viewing options, etc. to your chord charts. All of the editing happens in this Chord Pro formatting, but when you click Save, Charts renders this into the proper chord format that we're used to reading. Again, you can check out our other articles and videos about Chord Pro for more information on using this Chord Pro editor in specific. For today, I just wanted to show you where to access the editor if you ever needed it. Exiting back to our main song screen, you have some other features up here in this right corner. This is a metronome that you can turn on and off as you're playing, and it'll click to the tempo indicated on each song. There's also a link to audio listening references, which you can manage in the planning app, as well as annotations, which allow you to mark up your sheets like you would on paper. You can highlight, draw, type, and quick tip. You can delete objects by selecting them with the selection tool first and then hitting the trash can icon that appears. Lastly, I'm going to click on the hamburger menu one more time to show you some final few things. Charts has a really cool feature in which you can designate someone as the host device, and that host can control page turns for the rest of the team. To designate yourself as the host device, you'll click this toggle button to make your device discoverable. To connect to a host, you'll select their device when it pops up here. Any charts device or presenter computer can be designated as the host, but there are a few things to be mindful of. The connections are individual, so not everyone on your team is required to connect to the host if they don't want to. When a charts device is the host, any other user that is connected to that host must be viewing the same song source and format as the host. For example, if the host is viewing Chord Pro chords in 2-column format, while the pianist is viewing the SongSelect vocal sheets, the pianist is probably going to have more pages to turn through within the same song. So because of those page inconsistencies, users have to be viewing the same source and have the same formatting as the host to be able to connect. If presenter is the host, presenter can only get you to the first page of each song for the very same reason as I just mentioned. So if your chords or sheet music span multiple pages, you'll have to swipe through those additional pages manually. For another hands-free option, you can connect a Bluetooth page turner, or if you use multi-tracks and chord charts from Loop Community, you can actually integrate your WorshipTools account with Loop Community in their Prime Multitracks app and sync your charts chord charts to the Prime Multitracks. For more information on this feature, check out the Loop Community integration and Prime View articles under our support docs on our website. Last but not least, we have our settings at the bottom. Here you can turn on dark mode if that's your preference. You can also customize text colors, font size, and default viewing formats if you'd like. If you're on the mobile app and you have the org administrator permission level, you should also be able to see song select and praise charts integration options here. You'll also have the option to opt into CCLI's auto reporting, which is super convenient because you're already building your service set list and charts anyways. We'll just send your song usage to CCLI just to save you time on reporting. So you've made it to the end of this video and you are now a Charts Pro. If you have any general questions about the app, leave them in the comment section below and we'll be happy to answer them there. But if you have any account-specific questions, you can email us at support@worshiптools.com. Thanks so much for watching this video and being a part of the WorshipTools family. Be sure to check out our other WorshipTools Made Easy videos to learn more about presenter, planning, and community.